When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Houston Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Mountaineers will put toe to leather and will get started. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the Houston Cougars offense will get the first crack at it here. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Wide open downfield. Boy, he looked as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. From the gun, the ground game. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Caught close to the marker. It's Winfield. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Here comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mountaineers offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Rides to back and leaves it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Buys a little time. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Marshall. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time racing requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Louisiana Tech is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's a type of game that can just demoralize a fan base.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. We've got to execute, we've got to lock in.
The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at that.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And after the interception, the nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding. And back to our offense.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. There he goes. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Winfield. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Got it in the middle. It's Winfield. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Trying to slam in. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line. Trying to push his way in, but not quite enough on fourth and goal. And the Mountaineers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Creates a little room.
And the Houston offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive.
Looking deep down the right side. And if it falls incomplete and the offense is lucky to have it, defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Touchdown Cougars. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He was looking for more at the 23. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Wants to throw. It's Wilkins. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Guys, let's take a big view here on West Virginia. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough. But it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a three-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away. And if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this three-star the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Houston will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far. They already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every weekend. Let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Grab near the marker is Winfield. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They give it to him again. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars!
Houston, number 31 in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. West Virginia has it back ready to dive into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Wood. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. To the air. It's Wilkins. Sets up the screen. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Lots of good stuff on that. But you slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Gary. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Gary. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll leave it with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll line up for a second down play. Rides the back on the option to give. Turning it on. Tackled there by the defense.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Lets it fly. It's caught downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Complete to the right. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're looking to pass from the red zone. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Houston.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer View.
Just about set to start the 2nd half. Houston will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Got blown out in the 1st half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. They'll move the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And some room to work. Oh, he got loose. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Find some fresh air. Looking for room at the 30.
First down, West Virginia.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And he's just proving time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want to let him use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Gets it out quickly. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Dead center perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to FIU. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Now the play fake. Unloads it left. It's caught. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Give to the back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
So now it's second and long. Oh, better look out. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Right back to the well. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. Gives it on the option. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the Mountaineers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Quickly complete. Turns it on in midfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. To throw, it's Wilkins. He's got the back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Hard running there. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's going to take off. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Let's go. Go straight ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Touchdown, Houston! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got on both sides of the ball today.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So a drive there of 85 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. What looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. New set of downs after the completion. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Scores on the sneak.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they
lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Marshall. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Breaks the tackle.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that